everyone, how are you all doing? Today I'm going to be doing a little glowy makeup tutorial. I say tutorial, it's just my glowy everyday makeup for summer. I don't really change my makeup too much, but in the summer I do really like to go for more of a lightweight glowy look, something that looks a little bit more natural, because I don't actually really like wearing like lots of makeup, but I do really like having makeup on, if that makes sense. So it's nice to have like a glowy kind of look. So today I'm going to show you guys how I create it. It's nothing super exciting, but a lot of people have asked me how I get that makeup look. So that is exactly what I'm going to do today. I have all of my makeup and stuff in front of me. So I'm going to talk you through it, what I use and stuff. If you have seen previous Get Ready With Me's, you will have seen my like everyday makeup. It hasn't really changed, but because this is summer, it's slightly different in terms of the way I put it on and what I use, oh god, etc. So yeah, anyway, without further ado, let's get into it and I will show you how I create my glowy makeup. First up, I always spray on some 8-hour hydrating mist from Elizabeth Arden. This, I just find it really just wakes my face up. So put that on, and then I also put on some Saint-Tropez bronzing water face mist. This stuff I absolutely love. I use it every morning and night, and I just again spray this all over my face, and that just basically gives you that natural tan constantly, because when you wash your face and stuff, your tan can come off of your face, so it's important to keep topping it up, and that stuff's amazing. I know my neck doesn't match my face, but it gives a little bit more of a bronze look, so when you put your makeup on, you don't have to put as much makeup to keep matching the colour, if that makes sense. Okay, so then I'm going to go in with my moisturiser. This is the Origins Original Skin Matte Moisturiser. I've only really been using this for the last probably few months, and I mean, I like it. I don't know if I like it as much as my Kiehl's moisturiser that I was using before, but if you want more of a glowy look, you might want to use a non-matte moisturiser, but I actually get really oily skin, so it doesn't matter what moisturiser I use, I'll get oily skin. So if I use a matte one, it kind of helps a little bit, but obviously if you have quite dry skin or you don't get oily skin at all, then use a more kind of, don't use a matte moisturiser basically. And then we get into the fun part of actually doing my face. So for my glowy makeup, I've been using the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream, long name. This was recommended to me by so many people, so I had to give it a go. It's a tad bit dark for me. It does match my tan, but it's a little bit dark, so often I'll mix it with maybe a little bit of light foundation or a bit of moisturiser, just to give it a little bit more of a more moisturised thin coverage, so it doesn't look too brown. But today, what am I doing today? I'm going to put a little bit extra on just because I'm going out later. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of this on the back of my hand, and as you can see, it's quite dark. It does match this, but it looks quite dark to my hand is quite pale. So I'm going to put some of that on there, and then, so now I'm just going to put a little bit of moisturiser on. This is my Kiehl's one. This one I've just like almost finished, but I wanted to save it so I could use it for my makeup, and I've just put a little bit of moisturiser there. You don't really need this mixed in, but it does just I don't know what it does, but it does something that just works. And then I'm just going to mix it together. It kind of makes the tinted moisturiser a little bit lighter, but also gives it a little bit more of a, like, it gives you a little bit more, so you've got more to work with. Then I'm going to take this sponge and just dab it onto my face, but blending it in. I was originally using a brush. I was using this brush, but I found that it wasn't really making it look natural. It was making it look a little bit more like foundation, whereas this, because it's like mixed with a bit of water, because the sponge is wet, it just feels more natural. It doesn't feel like I'm putting loads of makeup on my face, and that's what I like. I don't really want to look like I'm wearing loads of makeup in the summer, especially as I said before, my skin is so good right now. So I'm just going to keep putting that in. Okay, as you can see, it's the lightest coverage ever, but it's matched my neck to my face a little bit better, and it just looks a little bit more kind of like it was supposed to be, like this. So I'm just going to put a little bit of extra on, just where I feel like it's a little bit light, like over my eyes. This sometimes happens because I don't want my eyes to look like they don't match, and because I'm not going to be putting eye makeup on, I need to make sure that they match my face. Obviously if you're wearing eye makeup, you can skip this part. That's my base. It doesn't look like anything too exciting yet, but I'm going to put some concealer on just to, one, highlight some areas, two, cover up some areas. I'm using this Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. It's the only one I have, so I'm just using that. I put a little bit under my eyes, a little bit under my nose, and then some on some little spotted areas there, on my nose, and then blend it in. Okay, we are looking more put together. Now the next step, can I find it here, is my fake freckles. Now I don't think this is necessary if you don't want to create the fake freckle look, but I actually have freckles, so I like to kind of just enhance them, and I'm using the Lottie London freckle tints. It's covered in the product because it always leaks out, but basically the way I do this, I get a lot of comments on this actually, on how I do it. Here's the freckle pen, and I just actually go over the freckles that I have. You don't need to have freckles to do this, you can just kind of do what you want with it, but I like to go over the freckles that I already have and just add, and if I can't see them, I just add some in where I think it would look nice, or I feel like they need a little bit more freckleness. And then what I do is just take the sponge and just pat it over the top. So after doing the freckle tint, I then just got my sponge and patted it on top, so it just kind of blends the freckles in so they don't look so harsh, they look more natural. Obviously if you want them to look more harsh, more stand out, you don't need to blend them in, but I just think it looks more like my natural skin that way, and now it just looks more like my freckles were always there, which is great. Obviously when you do them, you can always go back in and add more. Like for instance, I feel like there's a few missing from my nose, so I'm just going to pop a couple of dots on there. Am I missing any others? No. And then the good thing to do is when you're using this and you want to kind of blend them in, is do the freckles and let them sit for a little bit, and then they kind of dry slightly, so then they don't get wiped off, because it's really easy to blend them in with a sponge but like wipe them off at the same time, so they do need to dry a little bit before you pat them in. I'm just using the sponge that I used to do my base, so it's already got a bit of makeup on, so it just kind of blends it in a little bit nicer. I'm just going to pat these in. Perfect. So now we have the freckles complete, and now I'm going to go on to eyebrows. My eyebrows aren't particularly exciting, but all I do is give them a little comb. So I've just drawn in my eyebrows with the Catrice Cosmetics eyebrow pencil. I don't know what colour this is in, but it's the dark one. And then I'm going to go in with my, where is it? my Benefit 24-hour brow setter. This product is amazing. If you're looking for an eyebrow product that will keep your eyebrows in place, this is honestly amazing. I love it so much. My eyebrows often droop, so I like to use something just to kind of keep them in place. So I love this. I'm now going to go on to bronzer and blush. I use a fairly light bronzer because I have quite pale skin. This is from Catrice. It's the Mineral Bronzer SPF. I don't know if you can still get this, but it's just a lighter bronzer. I mean, it's not light, but it's a lighter one than some of the other ones you can get. And I'm just going to put that on, basically. Use this brush and... Okay, bronzer done. I'm now going to go into blush. And I'm just going to use this Nip and Fab palette, pop a bit of blush on, nothing too crazy, just a little bit on the cheeks, a little bit on the bridge of my nose, bridge of my nose. And then that is the blush done. Now on to highlight. I'm going to be using this one, which I've had for ages, from Topshop. I don't know if they still sell it. And I'm just going to highlight the tops of my cheeks, my nose, and then my cupid's bow. Okay, so I've just blended out the blush a little bit because it was looking a little bit bright. And then obviously just pop the highlighter on, which I love. It's very just simple in terms of highlighter. I just put it where it needs to go. And it's just quite a shimmery one, so, well, highlighter is shimmery. And then I'm just going to go in with my Marc Jacobs mascara. I don't know what this one's called. Blacker at Lashed Lifting and Volumizing Mascara. It's this one. I'll link it below. I have really kind of rubbish eyelashes. They don't seem to curl and they don't really take mascara that well, so I struggle with mascaras. But I mean, I'm enjoying this one, and I really like it. It just doesn't do much for my eyelashes, but no mascara really does. So yeah, I'm gonna put this on. Mascara complete. It actually does make my eyelashes look like they're there, but yeah, I just have really like crappy eyelashes. Anyway, the final thing to my makeup tutorial today is my lip balm. I don't really wear lipstick at the moment. I'm not really interested in lipstick, to be honest. I'm really enjoying like the natural look, even though I've got bronzer and blusher on, but I'm enjoying the natural look. And this Nivea Soft Rose lip balm is the dream. It looks very similar to like those NARS lip balms, those Dior lip balms. I don't think you need to spend a lot of money on something to get that kind of a look. I think this is about £3, maybe cheaper. It's a pink tinted lip balm, essentially. And I just pop it on. And instantly, it just gives my lips a little bit of colour, like the little bit of colour that it needs. They do also sell a red one if you want like more of a red look, but I love a pink kind of lip balm, and you can just apply it throughout the day. And it's good for your lips because it hydrates them, and we need that in the summer. So yeah, that is my little glowy makeup tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know if it was useful. Let me know if you're gonna recreate this look. I'd love to know. Also, I apologise if the lighting was a bit odd. I'm really battling with the sun today, so I really hope it came together when I edit this. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this, guys, and I will catch you all in my next video. Bye!